Hey everybody, happy Talk to Me Tuesday. It's been a while, but I'm back. As you can see, I have made another pussy hat. This one is teal. One of the ladies in my choir asked if I would make her one, but she really doesn't like the color pink. So she asked for teal, and I really like this color teal. I think it's a pretty color, and so it'll serve to keep her warm and whatever. So I'm gonna give that to her tonight. But yeah, they're coming up a lot faster now than they did when I first made them. They're actually pretty easy. If anybody's interested, the pattern that's on their website is really easy to follow. So yeah. So gosh, it has been really busy at school lately, and I've been really slack in my crafting, which is like the story of my life, apparently. So the most recent things that I made were a couple weeks ago. I had a friend come to visit me that I haven't seen since college, and she came to stay for the weekend. So I did what I learned from OpenGen, actually. I'm pretty sure. Who once said that whenever visitors come to her house, she makes them pillowcases because it's really nice to have a fresh pillowcase all your own, something that you can take with you when you leave. So I've done that twice so far, and this is the second time. So I made her a cat pillowcase, and of course it's gone because it went home with her. But I used this adorable cat face fleece, and it is precious. And I want to do something with whatever's left over because it's just too cute not to. I don't really know what I could do with it. There's not very much left, but yeah, I just thought those are really cute little cat faces. And it's that like kind of pajama-y fleece. I'm sure there's a proper name for it. It's the sleepwear fabric, I suppose. So yeah, that was cute. And while I was at the fabric store, of course, I had to look around and spend money that I don't have. So I found this Hedgehog Fabric, and it's that same like sleepwear fabric, and it is so freaking cute. I can't even handle it. I try not to buy fabric unless I have a project in mind, but I couldn't pass this up because it is like, just look at those hedgehogs. I can't even with them. They're so cute. So, yeah, so I have a friend who is going to be having a baby in June, and I was already gonna knit her a baby blanket, but now I'm thinking she also needs some kind of quilt or something to use with this fabric. So if anybody has any ideas on things to make with this super freaking adorable fabric, I would be happy to take suggestions. I'm not sold on making a baby quilt because, like I said, I was gonna knit her a baby blanket anyway. Yeah. It's so cute. So yeah, let's see. What else? So the baby blanket that I want to make for her, I got a Karen cake yarn bundle at Michael's. It was on sale. I was excited. And I love how it's kind of like earthy tone rainbow. And I thought that would be a really pretty gender neutral baby blanket. And so, I don't know, I have fingers crossed it'll be enough yarn for a blanket. I mean, it'll be a small blanket, but I mean, it does say it's definitely enough for a knit triangle shawl. So I feel like as long as I keep it relatively small, and if I need to, I can always go around the edges in another yarn, to make it bigger. So I'm planning on crocheting it, but I might, since I have a little bit of time, use this as my first circular knitting needle project because I just need to buck up and do it. I've only ever used standard knitting needles. I've never used double point. I've never used circular. So yeah, I have enough friends in my choir and otherwise who knit and crochet. I feel like they could help me figure out how to use circular knitting needles. And I definitely feel more comfortable knitting than I do crochet anyway, so maybe. The only other thing, so if you guys follow Fandom and Stitches and So Hooked, I forget which one it's on. I'm assuming it's Fandom and Stitches. The OpenGen is, well, couple months ago posted that they were having a Hamilton quilt block challenge. And of course, I'm all about that Hamilton. So I was super, super excited. But the challenge ended on like February 27th, and that was right at the edge of a million things going on, and there was no way I was going to get that done. So I managed right before the deadline to like design my squares, but didn't have a chance to ink them, and I didn't have a chance to sew them. So I was really excited when she extended the deadline, and I know that it hasn't been extended by much, and I'm probably going to miss it again, but I'm going to try not to. I'm going to try to stitch them up this weekend, and hopefully I'll be good to go. So my only problem is I am terrible at making patterns, and I'm really worried that the size is going to turn out weird. So what I did is I used computer paper, since that's the size people will be printing their patterns out on. And I did embroidery patterns because I don't know how to make paper piece patterns, unfortunately. And I just did three relatively simple designs that I did by freehand, and hopefully they're not, super terrible. But I'm worried that when I scan them in, I'm worried about how it's, when it is printed, I'm kind of worried about how it prints, but oh well. So the first one I did was a Your Obedient Servant, which is based on a short song in Act 2 where Aaron Burr writes a letter to Alexander Hamilton, basically says, yo, you've been talking crap about me my entire life, and you're the reason I'm not president. You need to chill or we're going to fight. So I've got I know it's backwards, an A.Burr, A.Ham, and that one's probably, the easiest one because it's just really mainly simple chain stitch and some stem stitch for the cursive. So I hate my handwriting and I feel like it looks terrible, but, whatever. Then I did I'm looking for a mind at work, but instead of writing mind, I drew a brain. So, that could be fun. Do different colors for the letters and the brain in different shades of pink. Very similar to a brain that I did for one of my Sherlock embroidery blocks. Then the last one, I don't know how it's going to look when it's stitched up, honestly, but I was pretty excited about it, is a Wait For It, which is, of course, Aaron Burr's signature song in the show. And it looks like this with the hourglass, and the little sands coming down from the top of the hourglass would be done in French knots. So I thought that I don't know. I thought that it had the potential to be cool, but whatever. So fingers crossed that it translates well when it gets scanned. Who knows? So yeah, that's all I've been up to, I think. I do owe my great aunt a tea cozy, so maybe next time I make a video, I will have made a tea cozy and I will have stitched up these blocks. Fingers crossed, but life between now and the end of the school year is pretty ridiculous. And I'm also maybe looking into an opportunity to teach in China this summer. I don't know. Probably won't happen, but it's a lot of stuff. And we got a lot of choir concerts coming up, so keep your fingers crossed. It's gonna be a really stressful April, but a really good one, I think. So I'm going to end there. I hope you guys are having an amazing March, and I can't wait to see your videos. And I hope you're all happy and healthy, and I can't wait to see your crafts. Bye, guys.